Hey pals, Palumor here and welcome back to another video. In today's quick video, we're going to be going over the new Zul'Gurub update that Blizzard did this last patch, I believe 10.0.7. They just released a bunch of new / old weapons back into the game. So I'm going to show you guys basically how to get those or how to make a lot of gold trying to get them to sell them to other people. So the first thing to know about this method is all of the items involved, they're all either bind on account, so you can do everything onto one character. Which is really convenient and nice. The other thing is all of the items are BOE, so you can make a lot of gold off this even just from farming patterns and selling them, or selling the items and crafting them yourself. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing you need to know is basically Blizzard added this NPC right here, Wosho. This is a vendor who sells a lot of patterns. You can get them with some items here, as well as some ensembles, which is some gear sets, but I'm not going to lie. These gear sets are a little wonky. I don't really fully understand. This one's only shoulders and bracers and a belt. And then I think this one is it just looks like some green set from Dead Mines or something. So I don't know. If you want to buy this, you can save up the stuff and buy it. But what I'm going to tell you first is how to actually unlock this NPC. Because when you go into the instance, you're not going to actually see this guy hanging out on the wall. You have to do a prerequisite thing to get him there. So the requirements to get this guy is basically you need to have a level 70 character. Just go to Zul'Gurub, throw it on Heroic. So all you're going to have to do is basically kill 2 bosses. That's going to spawn the last boss for you. And then you're going to go to the last boss's platform. Now, on the bottom of this platform, underneath, there's a little gong. I'll probably overlay a video for you guys right now so you see what I'm talking about. But basically what you want to do is you want to loot an item that's sitting there. Now, after you loot the item, that's 1/2 of a little quest item you're going to make. You're going to go upstairs. You're actually going to attack the boss. And it looks like you kill him, but he goes into his second phase, which is like a spirit phase. Then you're going to go back underneath to the exact same spot, and you're going to actually loot the second fragment of that quest item. Now, what you can do is you can either kill the boss, reset, whatever, just run out. Doesn't really matter. You have the item you need. So you're going to combine these 2 pieces together and get a quest item. This quest item is going to send you over to Zandalar. It's not going to show you on your map, but it's important to know where to go, obviously. Basically, this troll is hanging out in Zandalar. It does not matter if you do this on Horde or Alliance. You want to walk up to him, turn in the quest, and boom, just like that, on your level 70, you just unlocked this NPC on your entire account. Everything is set up. And now to do the dungeon, you don't actually need to be on a level 70. You just need to use one to unlock it. So this is really ult-friendly for spam farming this place. It is on Heroic, so you can only clear all the bosses once per day. But it should be pretty good considering the fact you can do that. Alright, so the next thing to know before you start actually farming for this, the cool weapons and mogs, is there's actually a toy that spawns, which I'm going to overlay again and show you guys here. Basically, what they did is Blizzard added a brazier here at the back of the archaeology boss. I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys right here. It's going to be at the back of this room right here, and you're going to actually need to loot that brazier to spend your Bijous, which I'll explain in a second. So yeah, it's really important you pick up this toy, and then if you go by an auction house as well, or before you even start, you could just buy a couple of these. Guru, Bashi, Mojo, Madness. I'm sure there's a way to like craft these or something with alchemy or whatever, but you can buy them pretty cheap off the auction house. I think they're like 1,000 gold or less. So grab a couple of those. You're going to need the toy plus these to be able to actually spend the currency that you're going to farm. All right, so you've done the prerequisites. You got your Mojo, Guru, Bashi juice. You got your NPC spawned. You got your character here ready to go, and you're wondering, now how do I get the weapons? So this is kind of confusing, but I'm going to make it real simple for you. Basically, what you can do is you can run through the dungeon. It's a heroic, so you can only do it once per day on a character. You're just gonna kill all the bosses. Now, this boss is archaeology only, so if I think it's like 300 archaeology or something, you can click on a bunch of items to spawn a boss. If not, you just skip this boss. But you're gonna run through here, kill every single boss, and then kill the last boss, and then run out and go next character. It's literally as simple as that. Each boss has a chance to drop the recipes or the schematics, I guess you could say, to craft these items. You craft them with classic professions. So some of them are blacksmithing, some of them are tailoring. It just depends on the item. You can either straight up sell these recipes if you do get them. They're rare drops off bosses. Or you can find someone to make it, or you can make it yourself. Whatever you want to do with it, that's fine. The other thing every boss is going to drop is a bijou. Basically, I think each boss drops 1 to 2 different colors of these. You can also drop little baggies that have a bunch of them. But these are really important to stock up. These are bind on account, so you can send them all to like one character, which I would recommend. And then if you want, you can also kill the trash, and you can get these little green coins. But they're BOE, and they only cost like 20 gold off the auction house. I wouldn't even bother killing trash. It's really not worth your time. But you can use those to collect this currency at the vendor, which is called Zandalar coin or something. Let me double check. The Zandalar bargaining tokens. So yeah, if you collect a bunch of the little coins, you'll get little quests that will pop up above this guy to turn them in. Just like a little daily quest thing. If you have the correct setup of coins, it's like 3 of 3 different types of coins, and you'll be able to get one of these. I wouldn't recommend doing anything like that unless you want to buy specific things from this vendor. Then you can do it. I would not recommend killing the trash. Big waste of time in my opinion. So now here's the part that sounds kind of complicated. You're probably like, okay, I farm for the patterns and I farm the bijous, but what do I do with the bijous? Because obviously you're not going to want to use them at the vendor. So here's the cool thing. Now I've already spent almost all the ones that I farmed today. So I can't show you what it looks like to spend a lot of them, but I do have a couple hanging around. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that brazier toy from earlier. And you're actually going to put that on the ground inside the dungeon anywhere you want. I don't even think you need to be in the dungeon, to be honest. But yeah, you're just going to lob this on the ground. And then when you're beside it, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to press one of these Gurubashi Mojo Madnesses. Boom. And just like that, you turn into Jim Bob the Troll. Whatever you want to call it, okay? Now, when you're in this troll form, it actually lets you see things that you cannot see outside of this form, like these little altars. So as you can see, if I walk up here to the snake boss, you're like, yo, what's up, homies? Nice weapon. I got that too. They're actually my allies now. And you'll see right here, there's a little offering of fangs, right? So there's going to be 4 bosses that have these little altars. And when you click on them, you can actually offer the bijous, and it will actually trade you a Gurubashi tribute. Now these tributes, so what you do is you just go here, click on as many as you can. Obviously, if you farm a bunch in a day, you'll be able to get way more. And then for some, I got like 20. But anyways, these boxes, they will give you coins. And as you can see, I just got very lucky. I got an epic pattern as well. So here's one of the blacksmithing ones. And just like that, there's a 2-hand mace. I could probably try to sell this for a bunch of gold, or I could craft it and try to sell the item because the item's BOE. So just like that, I have a sweet item that I could try to sell for a lot of gold. Now, you're not going to get epic recipes every single time. I think out of like the 20, I got 3 of them. So that was just really lucky that you saw during this example. But yeah, these are what those coins look like. You can just sell these on the auction house if you want, or you can keep them to trade them in at the vendor. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's what you do with the bijous. So I'm going to quickly show you guys the location of all the altars. So first boss, you guys just saw. The next one, Mandokir's Domain. I'll probably just overlay this on the screen as well. His is just sitting behind him at the altar. The next one is going to be the Cap boss, High Priestess Kilnara, just sitting in the room. And then the last one is at Zanzil. It's to the left of his cauldron. So there's actually not one at Jindo, the last boss, and there's not one at the archaeology boss. It's just those 4. And that's where you're going to spend all the bijous that you save up. You turn in different colors to each of them. So that's how they're going to get distributed. But yeah, if I had to give you guys a guide on the best way to farm this, I would say basically do what I've done, which is park all of your characters right outside of the dungeon and do a full clear. You only need to be like level 40 to kill the stuff in here. One-shot it. It's really easy. You just run through, kill every boss, and then run your character out and log it at the door. And if you have like a mailbox toy, like a basic mailbox toy like this one right here, you can just drop that in a mailbox. Boom. Send out all the bijous to one character. Go through your entire character list. And just like that, you can farm a ton of them. Now, like I said, the bosses have a chance to drop the patterns, but based off of how many times I killed it today, the tributes that you open are way more likely to give you these plans. And this is where all the money's at. I think if you get the plans on a dead server, kind of like I'm on, the plans for like a Venom Reaver, what you could do is you could basically just level your classic blacksmithing. It's going to be pretty cheap to level considering that all supplies are universal now, or all materials, sorry. So I feel like you can easily look up like a leveling guide, level your classic blacksmithing or whatever. You can just pump out a bunch of these auction house or a bunch of these items on the auction house and kind of just run them on your server. So that's kind of my plan to do on my server. But yeah, anyways, I want to keep it short and simple, guys. I just wanted to give you an update. For all the homies that are like, oh my god, Palumor's uploading a video. Guys, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I was going to do an update video, but honestly, if you're that interested about what's been going on, you can come stop on my stream, twitch.tv/Palumor. I stream every single day, and I could talk to you guys there. But yeah, I've just been really busy, and I really, as much as I don't show it, I do want to get back to spamming out YouTube content. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this guide. I hope you guys can pick up these sweet weapons. If you really want to get your hands on one fast, I would recommend just making a class trial, going to a high pop server and like ended up buying one and then equip it there. That's what I did. I got this for like 40k. I sniped one. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.